Well, now, hello and welcome back to Falmunction's YouTube channel. It's been a while since you've heard from me. I apologize for that. Reason being, and some of you definitely are suspecting that, I assume, is the recent YouTube demonetization effort for smaller channels. And in case you don't remember, last month YouTube came out with a site-wide notice for smaller channels that if they don't fulfill certain conditions, they will be demonetized. Condition one, you have to have 1,000 subscribers or more, and condition two, you have to have at least 4,000 hours watched within the last 12 months. Both conditions have to be fulfilled in order to keep your partnership with YouTube as well as your ability to monetize your videos. Now, as you can see, with just shy of 2,200, I wish, 200 subscribers, I don't fulfill those conditions. Therefore, now that the deadline of February 20th has come and gone, my channel is demonetized as of that date. See, I didn't want to make a big deal out of it when it was announced because, well, for several reasons. Because, first of all, YouTube has made announcements similar to this in the past and not followed through with it, or they sometimes have introduced certain guidelines or whatever and not even enforced them, or they, sometimes just roll out certain features or things in certain markets before they do in other markets. But apparently it seems that no, they've actually done exactly what they've said they were going to do. And yeah, here we are. The other thing is that I didn't want to make a big deal out of it because I'm not really hurting at all from lost revenue or whatever. As a tiny YouTuber, as I am, with the meager views that I'm getting on my stuff, I'm not really making much at all from YouTube. There's nothing really to get mad about in terms of, actual tangible value that's being lost. What I do understand and where I'm like, obviously, people who are affected by this are definitely justified in their feelings about this is that you do kind of feel like being treated like shit by YouTube. Their communication has always been piss poor with content creators, and that I understand 100%. I feel like there's nobody really who is appreciative of the work that's being done from the company's side, and yeah, it's very discouraging for sure. And I'm very worried about how YouTube is gonna keep on going with how they're treating the people who actually make their site worth watching. So, besides all that, though, how is Function as a channel gonna keep going into the future? So, coincidentally, while all this was going on, I also acquired me some better internet. It's triple the upload speed, and obviously that's just awesome for uploading videos to YouTube. So during the time where I was like, we'll see how this goes, I was able to upload things quite easily and conveniently without having to resort to uploading things overnight, for example. So that's pretty cool. However, with the added upload speed, I was also thinking about expanding to Twitch, which wasn't possible until that point. And I think it's going relatively well in terms of what the quality is going to be, and obviously I have to still fiddle around with stuff. If you go to my channel on twitch.tv/Falmunction, you'll see that I was actually using the wrong mic because I was using a different streaming software for a change, and that had some configuration issues. But we'll have to figure things out there, is what I'm saying. And yeah, I think also, besides that, Twitch is a lot better at dealing with their community of creators. There's a lot more people actively looking for gameplay to watch and participate in, obviously. So the discoverability is way better on Twitch, I believe. in terms of gaining new audience. That's a big thing. And obviously, on top of all that, you get some direct compensation and direct feedback with that. So obviously, we're still quite a ways away from that. I have yet to be even close to getting an affiliate status for Twitch, but I'm looking into that. Like right now, my choices are get paid nothing for basically no real prospect of getting that much bigger. Maybe slave away at doing videos and get a following big enough to actually justify a Patreon campaign at some point in the future, which could be years from now. Or go to Twitch, get paid nothing right now, but have a much higher prospect of finding people who enjoy your voice, your personality, your opinions, and growing the channel with that in mind. Now, about YouTube. It doesn't mean that this channel right here is gonna close down or is not gonna receive any more updates. Far from it. And I do acknowledge that, some people, and I'm actually one of them, I do like the VOD watching experience of, seeing a past broadcast of somebody. I like that better on YouTube than on Twitch. And there's probably a lot of you out there that prefer that as well. Now, I'm not going to make this channel a dumping ground for my VODs in particular. What I will do, though, is that if I see a playthrough that is particularly suitable for uploading it here, when there's not a lot of downtime, when enough going on within like a 30-minute bracket that I could easily split them up into episodes, they will get published here. And in that case, it wouldn't actually be as different as it would be before in terms of what you can expect from me. There could also be a possibility for a playthrough that maybe is a little bit too lengthy and maybe a little bit too light on immediate action or paced content, that I'd be like, well, I could justify editing it down for a YouTube series to see and show you guys the highlights. That would also be a possibility. However, and that's the big however, you won't be able to see it as regularly if you're only watching on YouTube. If I do expand to Twitch and there's enough people to justify me spending more time on it, it will probably be better for you to actually go to Twitch and watch me there. I will be curating the collections, quote unquote, which is basically just playlists there. So just watch that, you'll see the gist of it. Now, of course, there are still video formats that are more suitable for YouTube, and those would be continuing, but they were pretty rare to begin with, so don't expect the world. I would be doing those every now and then still. Like there's one, if you've watched the Isaac series, you know which one I'm talking about, that I'm very excited to do, but it'll take some more time. Those would still be coming to the channel as well, but I don't actually know how many of you are subscribed for the Let's Play stuff or the tutorial stuff or editorial stuff, which I've barely done, but that's also still on the table, as always. And I almost forgot, co-op videos, co-op games with friends and guests on the channel. They will continue, however, I can't really make any predictions right now how those are going to go, if they're going to be primarily on Twitch, or they might actually be sometimes exclusive to YouTube. It just, it all depends on the people I'm working with. So yeah, I hope I've been clear and everybody knows what to expect now from Function. I'm sorry, this is how it has to be. I've thought about it long and hard. I don't actually see any other choice for me right now to continue doing this, because it does give me joy. I have a lot of fun making these videos. I love that other people enjoy them too, and I want to keep doing them, but YouTube kind of forced my hand, and I'm Not sure. Maybe I'm actually glad that this is how it's going, because it gives me kind of a kick in the ass to finally be proactive and see what else to do to branch out, because it wasn't really going anywhere until now. So hopefully it will in the future. I hope you guys are staying with me. Please follow me on Twitter at Falmunction, and check out the stuff, the few broadcasts that I've done on Twitch. You can find me there on twitch.tv/Falmunction, like I said. Please do show up. The more people there are, the more time I can afford spending on this silly little hobby of mine, and of course sharing it with you guys. So thanks again for watching all the way through here. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, it's been amazing. So hopefully you can come with me, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.